Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and I'm gonna buy Palantir. Now make sure that you watch this whole video so you guys can see my price targets and see exactly what my plan is with Palantir, and you get a good idea of what my plan exactly is. All right, guys, if you guys enjoy this type of content, do me a big favor and smash that like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button. Quick announcement, I am gonna be going live on Monday with Amit. If you are into Palantir at all, you probably know who Amit is. He's an awesome dude, so make sure that you keep an eye out for our live. Now, the reason why I am short-term bearish is because of this here. If we look at this here, we do see a bearish cross of the 20-day moving average crossing the 50-day moving average. Now, I don't think this is huge. I don't think we're going to have a huge drop like this over here. The huge drop over here was definitely due to the earnings. If you guys remember the earnings here, they weren't horrible, but let's not sugarcoat things. They were bad, okay? The earnings were bad, and in this market, bad earnings will get punished quite drastically, and that's definitely what we saw with Palantir. We see another bearish crossover here, so I do think that the stock can move lower. I'm pretty sure it won't be such a drastic move like over here. Over here, we saw it go down almost $4 or $5. I really don't think it's possible for us to see that happen over here. We're definitely getting two different stories over here with the RSI. Over here with the RSI, we were in kind of overbought territory, and then we went to oversold territories. Where over here, when we're crossing, we're already in kind of oversold territories, which gives me a little bit of confidence thinking that Palantir can drop, but it won't drop that much, given that we're already kind of in oversold territories. And as you can see, if you would have bought down here when the MACD was very, very low, you would have done quite well. And then selling over here when the MACD was up. Again, this is more for like day traders and stuff like that. I'm going to give you guys more of a long-term hold perspective. I myself will be a long-term holder, but I am looking for a good price entry for Palantir. So I'm definitely using these resources to try and pick a good price for Palantir. Now, if we look at the weekly here, I do think Palantir did quite well this week. I know we were down 10%, but I want to tell you guys that I don't think we were down 10% due to something that Palantir did, but it was actually due to the fact that Snowflake dropped a bunch over here. So we see on March 2nd, Snowflake was at $266, and they dropped all the way down to $207. So remember that date, March 2nd. Let's see what happened on March 2nd over here. Well, let's go all the way down to March 2nd here at the exact same time, 1240, March 2nd, 1240, Palantir dropped from $12, and we saw it have the same pattern. So I know that they're different companies, but they will have the same patterns, right? Obviously not the same percentages. Snowflake dropped 22%. Palantir only dropped 9% over the week. So if Palantir suddenly spikes up, let's say has a 10% spike, Snowflake will probably reflect that and will have some sort of spike too. Not the same percentages, but it will reflect that. So we need to understand that the reason why Palantir was down this week was not because of something that Palantir did. It was because of something that Snowflake did, right? So it was the bad earnings from Snowflake brought Palantir further down, which makes me, again, all that more confident into going into Palantir at these current prices. Now, given all the stuff that I've said, right, Palantir, short-term bearish, long-term bullish, I do want to tell you guys why I am looking at the $10 price target for Palantir. Previously, I was looking to purchase Palantir at $9. If you watched this video over here about 10 days ago, you would have seen that my price target was $9. I have brought that up, and the reason why is because Palantir actually did quite well ever since that video. That video was released somewhere around here, and I did say that I was looking to purchase Palantir at $9. I did put a cash secured put that did not get filled. I put it in for $9 and it did not get filled. So I did end up making, I believe it was around $9, something like that. I definitely want to get my hands on the 100 shares of Palantir. Now, given all the information that I've said, my price target for Palantir is $10. Now, what am I going to do with that $10 price target? I'm not just going to go in and purchase it when it's at $10. Actually, some of the things that I like to do are called cash secured puts. And the way that I like to think of this is getting paid to purchase a stock that I like. That's the way that I see this, right? A lot of people use this to generate income, stuff like that. But I like to do this as a way to get paid for doing a purchase that I was already going to do anyways. So I did get a comment last time saying your return on investment, right, $1,000 and only get $21, that's not worth it. Well, that's not exactly the way that I'm seeing this. The way that I'm seeing this is I'm going to purchase 100 shares of Palantir one way or another. So why not get an extra $21, $22, $23 for it? So that's what I'm doing here. Now, I do want to show you guys that I am doing this. It's called the wheel strategy with other stocks, right? So you see I'm doing this with Robinhood, with SoFi, with Lucid, with Starbucks, and just lately I started doing it with Palantir. Like you guys saw, I did a cash secured put that paid me $9. It didn't get filled, so I don't have an initial price. I want to think of them as properties. I do want to bring this up and have around 15, 20 properties that can pay me $10 a week. So imagine generating $200 a week off these so-called properties, right? Palantir can be one of these properties. I want it to be one of these properties that generates me weekly income. Now let's go on over here into the options. What I am looking to do is I'm going to sell a cash secured put, and I am going to be looking for this $10 price. It has quite a steep implied volatility, which means that you can make a good amount of money on your premiums. This is what I like. I want something that has this amount of implied volatility. Why? Because once I go ahead and have my 100 shares of Palantir, once I do have the 100 shares of Palantir, I would play it a lot safer and go with something that is around the 80% to 90% chance of profit. So if we look at this here, currently right now they're paying around $10 a week. That's what I would be looking to generate. So around $10 a week is what I would want to be creating. In 1 year, I'd pretty much be generating around half of my investment, right? Let's imagine that I end up using $1,000 here to buy my 100 shares of Palantir. In 1 year, I would have recovered, let's say $10 a week. Let's just say around $500 of income. Well, I would have generated around half of my investment, which is why I feel quite confident here with Palantir. Just doing safe covered calls with Palantir, whether the stock goes up or down, I am still going to be generating income, which is one thing that I like about the wheel strategy. If you guys have any questions on my plan or you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I love to hear from you guys. So definitely drop a comment down below. What do you guys think about my plan? Okay, if you made it this far, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do want to give you guys a quick announcement. On Monday, I am going to be going live with Amit Krakujia. I think that's how you say his last name. He's an awesome dude. I've been talking to him. Awesome guy. So if you want to watch that live, make sure that you are subscribed to the channels so you can get a notification for that live. And like I like to say, let's go to the moon together, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.